Hey guys, this is Brenda from Brey's Ways. I'm going to show you guys what I've been doing with my latest art piece. I'm not done with it yet, but I will show it to you, and I'll show you the stuff that I used, the paints, my brushes, and yeah, so let's get to it. I usually put my paints, my acrylic paints, on styrofoam plates like these. And of course, I would like to buy like the $5 packages at H-E-B or Walmart or wherever I can find them. And of course, I do throw them away, but I do wear them out as much as I can. I use them until I can't really use them anymore. And then I'll chunk it and pick up another one. And excuse the mess, because this was a little messy, as you will find out why. And here's a little clue. Do y'all have any idea where these pieces came from? Anybody? You can leave your guesses on my comments. I'm curious as to what you think these came from. They look like spider legs. Ew. Okay, no, I'm not. I'm kidding. They're not. Anyways, look. The first thing I did was that I took my favorite little spray, my coconut lime spray that I got at Walmart for that inspirational scent. I have my paints here. Well, some of them. My brushes. Excuse the mess, guys. I'm a little busy bee. And I have other paints here as well. These big bottles are the ones that I really ended up using for this piece right here. These are the brushes that I used. And yes, they are the makeup brushes, guys, that I bought. That I showed you. That I got for like $9.99. Well, you'll see what I was able to do with some of these. And, they're very easy to use, very nice, especially when you're trying to dry brush. They're really nice. And my little plastic palette knife. I prefer using the plastic ones to the metal ones because, well, sometimes depending on what you're doing, you could accidentally rip your canvas if you're using a metal palette knife. It depends on how heavy your hand is. And sometimes when I work pretty fast, and yeah. So I do like this one. This is my favorite one. And if you're wondering where I get mine at Walmart. But I'm pretty sure you can probably find them anywhere you can get your crafting supplies, your painting supplies. Just look for them. They come like in a package of like 6 or so. And here is the painting that I've been working on. Let me prop it up here a little bit, so I can show it to you a little better. I'm still putting in highlights and shadows. It's a pretty modern looking piece. So, did y'all guess what I used that those little thingies came off of to do this part in the background? Can you guess? You find it out in nature. There's little pieces of it stuck to the paint, which I am leaving. You may wonder why I'm leaving it. Well, just for the fun of it. People like it when you do something weird with your art and you happen to leave something on there. To some, it's like, oh my God, that's debris. You should knock it off, this and that and whatever. Yeah, you can, and I have. I've done it. I am guilty of, definitely scrubbing the heck out of my canvas, taking all the little pieces off of, brush hairs and whatever, but I just thought that this would be kind of cool and neat to leave on there, and it's stuck on there. At least those are, as far as I know. If there's any other random pieces on here, I haven't seen them, but haven't really been paying attention to that. So it's basically a fantasy art piece. They're not planets, although I guess you could say that they could be planets. This swirly one was done with the big brush. Basically, I loaded the tips with paint, and then I dabbed off on my towel some of the excess paint, stuck it on there, and then just went like this. Basically, just looped it, and the little hairs, created this outer area, makes it look more spiraled. And I'm wondering if I should go back in here and use a brighter color. What do you think? What do you guys think? I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about it because I don't like it that it's just plain one color in comparison to everything else, These are my rock formations. I've been painting rock formations for years. It's just that I hadn't done them in a while. And I think y'all saw an art piece. Oh, I don't know. Well, yeah, did I show it? It was the peach, not the peach tree, the cherry tree blossom painting that I did a while back. I think I might have shown that one. It had the pink cherry trees with the blooms in the turquoisey water. It was really pretty. And it had these rock formations that was like a monument. And I thought it looked so pretty. So I thought, why not? Why not do another piece? So I was putting in my shadows, and I ended up using, well, I used both of these brushes. For the bigger areas, I used the bigger one, and then for the smaller, tighter areas, I used this one. And if you're wondering where my other two brushes are, guess what? They're for my makeup. Yeah, I decided to use them for my eyeshadows. But these are perfect for what I do, so I kept these instead. So I'm going to show you guys what I used to do the background with the pink and orange parts. This. Do y'all know what this is? It's technically a tree fungus. There's a piece of the branch there. And I found this outside when I went to visit my son a couple of trips before. And I couldn't resist bringing it home because I used to get these a lot when he was a baby. And I would spray paint them and do crafts with them. Like for Halloween, I used them in a Halloween wreath that I put in the front door. And all I did was spray paint, the whole ball, whatever color I wanted, black, orange, yellow. And then I would just, super glue them to a wreath so they wouldn't come off, because hot glue would just melt off. We still have hot days in October. And yeah, they were really useful, really pretty. So I used this to dab my paint, which I put on to the plate first, of course. There's the orange like there. And I dabbed it, and then I went, all over. It was so fun. So that's how I got that look. And it's cute. I like it. It's different. It's got layers. And of course, to do a good art piece, it's nice. Uh-oh, looks like I just dabbed a whole bunch of stuff onto my painting, right? But anywho, that's how I did that. Very simple. You can always go out and you can get sticks and stones and anything from nature, leaves, and you can stick them into some paint and use them to do backgrounds, to dab on paint onto a background. And have fun with your backgrounds, guys. I mean, it's not always just about the main subject. Sometimes you need to branch out and do more with your background, especially if you're going to have a sky put in the back. If it's not going to be covered up all the way by trees or something like that, or buildings, structures, right, that you want to paint into your art piece, yeah, experiment with doing different skies. I love doing skies. I'm actually partially known for that. So I'm working still on this piece, so I will definitely probably try to show it to you again so you can see how it looks in the end. But I thought it'd be cool to show it to you guys. And I did have a request from Queen Bee to do this, so here it is, girl. And I don't know if I'll be showing y'all how I do these things, like actually paint, because the tripod that I have is weak and it won't hold the weight of my phone. It just kind of falls off, and I don't want to destroy my phone. And the little stand that I have right now on with the light is a little short. So I don't know, maybe I'll stick that one onto the other tripod and see if I can give it some height and maybe put myself into it. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. So this, yesterday, on Thursday, my friend Dolores and I actually went to go sell at the Herbie Ham in Uvalde, but we had no luck. Well, she did. She sold one. I didn't sell any. I wasn't able to really, well, I can't say that I didn't sell one, but we didn't have very good luck because it was so hot, and they didn't allow us to be inside the building for some odd reason. And everybody complained because it was so hot. It was like 100 and something out there. even in the shade, it was just unbearably hot. And there was a breeze, but it just wasn't steady enough, to cool us down. And so people were not willing to go out there, of course, and bear the heat to be outside. So we complained, and it's supposed to be held now in the inside of it. So yeah. And then now for the better news is that my son and I are going to be selling July 22nd. I think that's the date at the Brick in San Antonio, when they bring the Pancakes and Booze show again. We did it last year. It was very successful. Tons and tons of people showed up, and we were able to sell like hotcakes. It was so much fun, guys. And we have the doors open to us from now on to do it every year. So yeah. So we got our email and everything, and they're going to be sending us more info on what they're going to be expecting us to do or not do, which we pretty much already know the rules. So yeah, looking forward to that, like totally. And I just haven't been able to go to San Antonio as often as I was doing in the beginning because it's just so hot, and I don't know if I want to take chances taking my van out there full of weight. I mean, it's heavy as it is and everything, and with all the stuff I have to carry, it's a lot of weight, and I'm not that used to driving in San Antonio just yet. And my son, he risks, of course, getting a blowout coming this way, and it's a 2-hour trip from where he's at in San Antonio to where I'm at, and then back another 2 hours just to take me, and then another 2 hours to bring me, and then another 2 hours to go back home. So, since these days have been so unbearably hot, yeah, we don't know about that. So we're just doing what we can, and it gives us time to come up with more artwork anyhow. So yeah, though it is lonely here without my baby and everything, and not being able to see my boys, but hey, I do stay busy as I can, and I do the best that I can. So yeah, say a prayer for this girl. Yep. So I hope you got a kick out of this, and I will try to show it to you guys again. And I'll continue showing you my artwork as it comes along. I have 4 more pieces to do after this one. So we'll see what happens. So until next time, guys, love you much. Y'all take care. Think of me often. Bye-bye.